Let's do this. To the world of the virtual athlete, where it's man against man, but somebody must get beat. You gotta be man enough to bring that heat, and if you ain't ready to ball, and you should take that seat. From the rooftops of New York to West Palm Beach, you gotta be a fanatic or a b-ball freak. AI crosses you so fast, you thought you would sleep. With the speed of Supernatural when he's spitting on beats, with the precision of Kobe when he's draining from deep. These are true platinum players with games that sweet. Where you go, motto we motto for the ultimate test. T-Mac never the whack, he becoming correct. Ball on 300 for yacht with courts on the deck. Then take a dip in the pool after breaking a sweat. This is NBA ballers, when it's on, then it's on. Where the players invite you into their mansions and homes. You might even see a Hummer on some 20s and chromes. It's like Shaq's in a nightmare when he goes in his zone. When Latrell got the rock, never leave him alone. You better guard the basket like a dog does a bone. So many different players, old school varieties. It's like they ball in an underground society. So get in the game, start doing your thing. And when you go to the rack, make sure you bring pain. Nothing but true players, all of the top guys. The one that brought you arch rivals gave you a new vibe. I know you was a fan of NBA jams. He's on fire when the mic's in his hand. We took it to the concrete instead of the hard pine. With titles like Hang Time, even the Showtime. And I'm Supernatural, you can...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's always happening in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center, right in the middle of all the action. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian. We knew the Nets had talent. It was just a matter of letting the chemistry develop. But it's come along. Kevin Durant said it's fun out there. You have veterans that know how to play. It feels like these guys can finish my sentence for me. They know the game inside and out. So it's pretty smooth. Guys?
All right, thanks, Allie. And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Patrick Williams out there with DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at center. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. Ben Simmons is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Curry in at the 2. And a high-tempo game tonight. Both teams like to get out and run, Grant.
Well, hey, when you've got the speed and athleticism, it's the best way to play. You have to challenge the defense to keep up with you.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Now Irving. Drummond with the ball. Started now by Ball. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's Drummond. Outside Irving. Inside. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And here's Ball. On the wing, DeRozan. Guarded by Durant. And it's DeRozan missing. Simmons, the pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy baskets. An elite facilitator, Simmons has great court vision, outstanding court vision, can make every type of pass. The offense seems to flow a whole lot better when he's out there.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Vucevic. And Simmons himself once said, If I don't need to shoot the ball, I won't.
He gets his greatest joy, B.A., from setting other people up. When he can make a play for somebody else, that's when he's most satisfied. It's a rare quality, I think, that should be celebrated and not over-scrutinized like it is with Simmons.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Vucevic. DeRozan with the ball, guarded by Durant. Shot clock at 6. DeRozan against Drummond. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, when you get traded, even though it never happened to me, I imagine you're always going to have feelings about it. DeRozan reacted very strongly to leaving Toronto in 2018. He felt betrayed, and I can't say that I disagree with how he felt.
And he knocks down the first one. And the DeRozan trade is an example of why players say, well, ownership isn't always loyal. It should be a two-way street, Clark.
Yeah, I guess that's true, Brian, but, you know, that's why teams are now dealing players who ask for trades. It's a way to kind of collaborate and be in partnership on that kind of move. Eventually, the guy's going to walk in free agency anyway, so loyalty, I think it's more about which side has the power and the leverage in any given situation.
And defying the analytics trend, DeRozan's favorite shot still remains the mid-range jumper.
I mean, they've tried to stretch him out with uneven results. Maybe better to surround him with three-point shooters, create space in the medium range area to maximize his effectiveness.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Levine. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. To the middle. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Durant against DeRozan. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. And he gets it back. Yep, count it. Here's Irving. Outside Durant. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the jam by Drummond.
How about the superb anticipation from Drummond, sensing the opportunity to go for the alley-oop and then converting in style.
Now here's Ball. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Simmons finds Irving. Stolen by Ball. In transition, here they come. And Durant with the block.
That extraordinary reach, combined with good timing, makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
Vucevic's shot is off. The Nets with a lead. We've got 1:48 left now in the first quarter. And Irving gets it to go.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's DeRozan. Driving inside, it falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
Irving, the pass to Durant. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan. To the inside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
And Zach LaVine just continues to refine his game. His shot selection has really improved. He's much more choosy on when he shoots.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. You know, while Levine is picking up his spots a bit more, he is still the guy for this team late in games.
He really is. I mean, he can create a shot for himself any trip down the floor. He's been the de facto leader for a while for this Bulls club, and nobody else has as much experience on late-game shots. You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Here's Levine for three. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Levine is such a really good shooter from deep. You can't allow him to be alone at the arc.
Harris outside. Pass to Aldridge. Brown against Vucevic. And he gets the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Levine with it. He's got 5. For 3. He can't hit that time. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's the Nets. They lead by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. He's one of the deadliest scorers in the game today, but Kyrie Irving is aware of his defensive responsibilities as well.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out. I may not make the right play every time on the defensive end, but we're doing a great job of covering for one another, and I cover for my teammates as well as they cover for me. So, that's just a tribute to our team's success on the defensive end.
Well, Irving at 6'3" has the size and quickness to defend.
And that's an area, BA, where he's improved, but he only needs to be average defensively. His scoring is elite.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
One other thing we've seen them execute to this point is good ball movement to set up those easy scoring chances.
They've got Bruce Brown, LaMarcus Aldridge out there with Blake Griffin. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Mills in at the 1. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category now?
I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those two are ones that stick out the most.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
That mid-range jump shot has been a good weapon for them up to this point, guys.
It also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Mills. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Now here's White. That's tipped. Griffin with it. Now guarded by White. Griffin passes to Harris. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Griffin. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 2.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset, keeping his balance even when the D is present.
It's White with the drive. There's the block. Harris passes to Griffin. Up top, Mills. Kick out to Brown. Back to Mills. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
You know, Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
Now here's Vucevic. Caruso with the bucket. Caruso's got 5.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. And while Blake Griffin's career certainly got off to a hot start, Grant, he's also managed to remain a dominant force over the years.
No question. He's a guy who can get it done. Points, rebounds, assists, anything you need. He's a great example of an enduring talent.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Ben Simmons is checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Brown. Curry, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving is subbed in for Mills. Now here's Irving. And he's going for the lob. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Ball. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots it from the high post. Count the basket.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Irving. It's Durant with a drive. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Durant's got 6.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
LaVine against Irving. A minute 22 left in the first half of this one.
Boy, Simmons always revved up. I love his motor, using his length to take advantage to grab those rebounds.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Andre Drummond.
There's a minute 17 left in the first half. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
And here are the Bulls now, after the basket by Brooklyn. DeRozan outside, over Drummond. Here's Vucevic, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Establish his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Durant. And the jam by Drummond.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And I really think it's important that that shot becomes part of Ball's arsenal. He's got to get comfortable knocking down the three-point shot.
Now here's Durant. Give him 8. From behind the arc. He buries it from 3. Durant's got 11 points.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Nets out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. Checking out Brooklyn, Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Their defense has been dismal. A lot of their opponents are shooting in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. On the court for Chicago, Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. The Nets with a lead. Now Irving. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
Ball finds DeRozan. Shoots over Durant. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007, then immediately became an all-star.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Levine. The Nets making their last shot. Pass to Williams. No good there. And Brooklyn going the other way now. And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
And B.A. also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
Yep, that one's good.
Boy, DeRozan comfortable and confident from that area.
Here's Irving. Pass to Drummond. Back to Irving. Going inside. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Ball passes to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him and he's going to get the ball to him.
Levine against Curry. Out to the right wing. Here he goes. Oh, and Levine with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Green's checked in for Chicago. Caruso comes in for Ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's DeRozan. 10 points for him. Back to Caruso. Kicks it to DeRozan. Clock is at 3. Fires from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Irving, that's good.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Williams against Simmons. Williams passes to Levine. Here's DeRozan. Williams in the post. He's covered by Curry. And the shot goes in. Williams has got 6 points.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to Durant. Durant draws the double. Irving for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Levine for 3. On target from range. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
And of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
Brooklyn making some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Simmons. And Harris is subbed in for Curry. White, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Levine. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Pass to White. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's the Sumu. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. White can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Back to DeRozan. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Green against Durant. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in. 18 points for him.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Down low. The kick out to White. Launches it. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Bruce Brown is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in it to 5. So that's the Nets 5. Irving finds Brown. Good work defensively by White.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Ball against Irving. Ball no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now here's Brown. Vucevic with some nice D.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. That one goes. Count it. And the Nets lead by 16.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Simmons checked in for Griffin. Simmons comes in for Claxton. And it's Curry in for Harris. And the Bulls also making a change. Williams is checked in. Now here's Ball. Outside White. Stolen by Drummond. Fast break. Here we go. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, this is Drummond's defensive mindset paying off here. Sees a chance to make the steal and capitalize.
For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. DeRozan against Simmons. Charity stripe shot. And that one hits the back iron. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Curry passes to Irving. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
Ball outside. Pass to DeRozan. Outside White. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Basketball. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Chicago. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. And here is Irving. Pass to Drummond. Back to Irving. From downtown. Nails it from 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Well, Grant, at this point in his career, I think it's safe to say Andre Drummond will go down as one of the game's premier rebounders.
Yeah, you just don't call him a specialist because there's a lot more to Drummond's game than just rebounding. Rim protection, points in the paint. He does just about everything you want in a big man. When he's on the floor, he lightens the load on every other member of their front court.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Chicago has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Ball passes to LaVine. And here's Vucevic. He's covered by Curry. Vucevic gets the bucket.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
Now here's Irving. Over Ball. Williams grabs the board. To the middle. And LaVine with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, I got a strong feeling that LaVine's teammates are loving this. Zach has been on an offensive tear tonight.
Curry passes to Irving. Takes it inside. That one no good. LaVine with some nice D. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Here's Irving.
Chicago foul. Zach LaVine. His first foul. First team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Another thing that jumps out to me is the big number of assists that they made over the course of this game.
And he makes a first.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ball. Up top, Levine, guarded by Durant. 5 to shoot. Now here's Ball. Beyond the arc. Drummond grabs the miss. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Nets.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Kyrie Irving.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today, made great reads, and distributed the ball accordingly.
For Chicago, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Levine passes to Brown. With the drive. Outside for Levine. And another shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Patrick Mills picks one up.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach.
At the line for the Bulls.
Tough to match without fouling.
2 shots.
Free throw good from Levine.
The key piece of the trade sending Jimmy Butler from Chicago to Minnesota, Zach LaVine embraced his new enhanced and expanded role, showing he can be the focal point of an offense, averaging over 25 points per game in the 2021 season.
Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Both free throws good from LaVine. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Dragic with it. Pass to Thomas. LaVine with some nice D. To the paint. Here's Brown. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Outside Mills. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Levine against Dragic. The kick out to Griffin. Pass to Mills. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. So we see the Nets taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kyrie, the offense was clicking tonight. Can you talk about the impact of ball movement on your success?
It's very important. When we trust each other like that on both ends of the floor, especially offensively, it makes it easier for all of us to be aggressive, and I think that we did a great job of that tonight. We just got to keep it going. Fans deserve us to move up in these standings, man. We got some work to do. We got some work to do.
This team is as deep as it gets. They're all willing to put the work in, guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.